In his first official speech as king, Charles III modernizes the monarchy by breaking the Royal Convention on showing emotions. He also confirms that he will no longer be a political activist by stopping his involvement with the World Economic Forum. Hello everybody, welcome to the first video of the day. It's been an absolutely crazy week. A lot has changed. We started the week by having a different head of government and head of state. And we're finishing the week with a completely new set of people at the top of the country. We have a new king and a new prime minister. But we had last night the first official speech by King Charles III. And it was quite interesting to notice a couple of detailed aspects of this statement, in case you missed that part of it. The Telegraph actually praised his the breaking the convention of the Royal Convention on showing and hiding emotions. They said that in a remarkably personal first King's speech, Charles wears his heart on his sleeves.
And to my darling Mama, as you begin your last great journey to join my dear late Papa, I want simply to say this: thank you. Thank you for your love and devotion to our family and to the family of nations you have served so diligently all these years.
Now, the reason this was absolutely interesting was because since Elizabeth and Philip, those two modernized the monarchy a lot. They've made a lot of changes in terms of the connection between the commoners and the monarchs and the royal family in general, when it comes to the events and everything else, but also when it comes to the royal state, the crown state and everything else. But some might argue that that modernization inevitably resulted in the magic of the crown being undermined, and the demand for more, well, they say more democracy, but it's not really more democracy. It's more politically motivated power grabbing that is in the nature of politicians who want to trick people. They say, we are giving you a voice, elect me. But in reality, we are increasing corruption and political aspects of society. That is the problem with when you have tyranny being created from so-called democracies. But he also mentioned that his involvement with all these social and political causes is coming to an end. And he's no longer going to be involved with the World Economic Forum. He's not going to be saying anything politically. He's not going to be doing anything political. And he said that, well, that's the job of the other people, you know, maybe his children, maybe his grandchildren. But he did say that we have to accept the consensus in the country that they want the monarch and the sovereign to actually know the line. Do not cross the line or the boundary.
My life will, of course, change as I take up my new responsibilities. It will no longer be possible for me to give so much of my time and energies to the charities and issues for which I care so deeply. But I know this important work will go on in the trusted hands of others.
Now, this is important because he did reassure us a while ago. He did say that when the time comes and I become king, then I will no longer be socially active and politically active. And people said, well, we're going to have to make sure of that. And he did eventually do it. So it's good to see that happening. We will continue to support our country and the people of this nation because that's the important part of this system. The monarchy exists not to exercise powers, but to absorb powers and preventing it from giving it to the tyrannical politicians. And that is the whole point of the system. So we are going to come back. We're going to give you a quick live stream in about half an hour on the proclamation of King Charles III and some new updates on that issue. So subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi and we are the media.